we're making paper airplanes for our creative. Here's Adam. He's here because he gets less time to make a paper airplane than you guys do. Okay, Adam. Task: make a paper airplane. That's your creative task. So fold a paper airplane. Yes? Adam? Not yet.
Did you say we're making a paper aeroplane?
Yes, making a paper airplane.
Yeah,
Go.
okay.
Hopefully you're not in a paperless office.
Yes. I don't think they exist anymore.
Well, they're about as effective as the paperless toilet, aren't they?
Yes. Folding a paper airplane. Paul's works.
I think for me the trick is to stop when you've done it and not fiddle and make and break it afterwards.
Yeah, because you could do the tails and you could do all sorts
I've
of
done that,
extra things.
yeah, I've done that, yeah.
Look at you got foils on yours. You've got Elions or whatever they're called.
I've got branding.
Yeah, look at that. You got branding. Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
I realised because I'd used an old piece of paper, I've got client branding on it as well.
Wow.
Yeah,
Sponsors.
That was an
everything
accident.
else.
That was an accident, but I'll take credit for that. Without
that's okay. We'll take that. Cool. Okay, everybody, hold up where you've gotten to with your paper airplane. Do they actually fly? Throw it.
Oh yeah, got a good 8 foot.
That's good. Yeah, that's good. Georgia, did yours not fly, or did you not get one sorted?
Mine, I'm too embarrassed to show mine.
No, we need to see it. Okay, it's creative. It
I'm
doesn't
too
mean
embarrassed.
What?
You've got to know your weaknesses, and this is one of mine.
Okay. Well, actually, this works. This actually going along that lines. Today's all about mental wealth. Today's all about our perception of ourselves, what we do, and as you know, I'm not blessed with being British. I have a passport, but I'm not blessed that way. So I am self-deprecating, but not as much as a lot of you folks are. It's just innately inbred in us. We cannot brag. We cannot do this. Where I think our colonial relatives, Americans and Australians, we like to shout and yell and do all sorts of stuff about ourselves. So today's is really thinking about for yourself. What makes you happy? What can you brag about without putting somebody else down? So Australians call it tall poppy syndrome. Is so you can big yourself up, but you don't need to cut anybody else down, and you're not trying to suppress anybody. You're hoping that. And when I came across here, when you see somebody driving a really nice car, I would think I want to talk to that person because I want to know how they made their money to do that. What got them to that stage? How'd they do that? Where a lot of my friends, when I'm walking down the street here, they go, "Oh, the rich git," you know. But who did he have to step on to get that thing? It's like, okay, well, not always do you have to put people down to make it somewhere. So today's exercise for 4 minutes. The first one is write a promotional piece, 3-sentence promotional piece about yourself, your skills. It can be about helping others. It can be about what you do. It could be about your excitement, your enthusiasm. A 3-sentence promotional piece. So this is your little advert. 3-sentence promotional piece. Ready, go. And hopefully none of you are putting she's really nice or he's really nice. That's nice is so blasé. One minute. Okay, here we go. So very difficult. So choose your favorite sentence. You can read us all of them, but you can choose your favorite sentence, the one that's most well crafted, that would be one of your sales points about why somebody, would want to deal with you as a team member, as a supplier, as an employee, as whatever it is. So we'll start off with Phil. You're on unmute, so you go first.
Okay, I'm Phil, and I'm basically a wizard or a magician. I love fixing problems fast, and I will fix your communication problems, even the ones you don't yet know about. And my favorite sentence is the first one, because it's about me. And I basically love kind of the idea of moving quickly, getting things done, and it being a little bit mysterious and me showing people what they don't know. And also it reflects the fact that I've done this for a long time now. So I should really have the long grey beard and the Gandalf hat to go with it. But I am basically a wizard.
Very good.
Thank you.
Hey, how about you?
I put down self-taught game developer specializing in the C language and game engines such as Unity and Unreal. That was my favorite one I made. And then the other two are level development of several projects from start to publish and outgoing and easy to work with. That last one was a quick one. So
that's good. Okay. So I would say those are really good. It unemotional. It's very you went into your.
It was like a job application. Where
yeah, it was. It was more like a CV and not a. If that's what you put on your profile on your dating app is likes to cook and likes to go to football.
Yeah,
so,
it wouldn't really sell it, would it?
Love yourself a little bit more and get a little bit of emotion into it. Is I really geek out on games and would love to make your life happen better in games, or something that's kind of cool like that. So take your bullet points and turn them into a story, just like you would your games. It's just turn it into a game about Jay. So 3 sentences that turn into a game. But that was good. for a CV. It wasn't good for an engagement point of view. So,
Okay, thanks.
Sarah.
So I've got this experienced consultant for supply chain and supply chain project manager who puts people at the heart of what she delivers. Great at identifying opportunities and implementing results whilst empowering your team. Her supply chain experience is across multiple sectors where she understands best practice and can quickly identify opportunities in your business. I like the last one most because it was like results focused, which really sums me up. But I think what you just said to Jay applies to me as well. I've got the English disease. So if I have to talk about what I'm good at, it's so much easier to do it in CV language because that's how I've been taught is appropriate. Doing it in a relaxed personality way is very difficult because I was brought up not really to have that kind of personality.
I know I'm trying to break the Britishness out of you. It'll take me a couple of shock therapy lessons for everybody, but
And I noticed I did it in the
Please
first
keep
person.
going.
In the third person.
it's
Yeah.
better, faster, cheaper. Better, faster, cheaper, and actually, if you want to add something else, more fun. Better, faster, cheaper, more fun. So however you want to do that. So speaking of more fun, Adam, go for it.
I put Adam's really nice.
Well, that's good. I didn't hear you. I say the microphone broke up. That was
No, I think I've gone down the CV route a bit as well. So I put able to build relationships with almost anyone, and there is an almost in there. Experienced in marketing in very specific sectors around the sports industry. And my last one was a bit of a rush one. I put honest and trustworthy.
So you're a Boy Scout. That's really good. So honest and trustworthy. If you have to tell somebody, most politicians say that. I'm honest, trust me. Which usually means I'm hiding something, but so
Pretty much.
yeah. But so it's good. It's good, but let's. So when we get on to the next exercise, I want us to tweak a little bit. So Georgia.
Yes, I put will always come into the room with a positive attitude, is very passionate about every project whilst remaining open-minded to other people's thoughts and feelings, very chatty, friendly, and wants to make everyone feel as enthused and excited as she does.
Cool. So the other side. So now we need to add in the project
Yeah.
stuff was in there. So it's kind of Sarah. So if you smashed your and Sarah's together.
Yeah.
So yes. So that was good, Paul.
Okay.
Second. That's just because we got the same hairline. You kept my.
My favourite one is I love to support, train, and help people. This gives me immense work satisfaction, and I love to see people learn and develop themselves. Some of the others I put, I have over a period of 30 years developed my leadership and engagement skills. And then last one, I've been told I am a very patient person when supporting and training someone.
Cool. Okay. So those were all good. I think we need to make your story a little bit more round in a lot of cases, somewhere between the wizard and the supply chain expert, you know, kind of in that thing. We need to make this thing happen. So it's good. Now it's even easier. Now you're going to get to think of 3 people that you should tell in your team, in your support network, whatever else it is, how awesome they are and a specific reason they're awesome. So it's much easier now because you can think, oh, all these great things that this other person does. But 3 things that this other person or these other people do that either help you, support you, do whatever. What's awesome about them? And don't just say you did really well on that website or you wrote a really nice email. It's really get into how a customer or you felt or the team felt because they were doing whatever they did. Already? So 3 people, 3 things that they did, and not just you did this thing really well. It's how did it make people feel? So ready? It should be easy. Ready? We're going to switch up. We're going to go to this. Got one more minute. Okay, here we go. We'll go reverse order this time. So, Paul, you're going to go first. So choose one of them.
So I've got here, Georgia makes me feel comfortable and valued on a daily basis. With her people skills, always a pleasure to see with a positive outcome on life.
That was really good. That was nice. Georgia, do you feel warm and fuzzy inside? Very good stuff. We'll hand it over to you. You don't have to do Paul's.
So mine's for Michelle. She's always got loads of energy. She's really like straight talking, gives honest feedback when you need it, and is super organized, so makes everyone else feel in control as well.
Very good. I won't tell her that. I won't give
No.
her the That's good. How about you, Adam? We'll go back to you now.
Mine is for a guy called Dan, who's a project manager in the company. He has an infectious, youthful enthusiasm to all projects, from the glamorous and not so glamorous ones, which makes everybody want to get involved and come into work every day.
That's really good. Really, really good. Jay?
Mine is David, a guy I work with, who I think handles super high pressure situations incredibly well. It's very self-sufficient. He'll rarely ever ask for assistance on anything. And I guess it could be a bad thing as well. It would like leave it to a last resort, which I guess could be bad, but it's also a good thing as well for me, especially. And he handles new projects incredibly well, and he's always cheerful about it. No complaints. So mine would be David.
That's good. Sarah, how about you?
I've got your power is being super cool whilst leading us. Your ideas and structure make the impossible a reality, and you always add a new spice or flavour to what we're working on.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Phil?
My business partner, Sandra, is strategic and organised. She's a member of the Chartered Institute of Personal Development, so she can prove it. And she makes me feel safe to work at speed, moving from project to project to project. And she is the safety net that allows me to have a short attention span.
That is really cool. Yeah. So all of the stuff that you just projected out are the people that you need in your business and your life to fill a gap that you think that you have. So you either now need to amplify and kind of bring your level up to theirs at whatever that is. So you don't have to be them exactly, but amplify what you see in them. But take all of that stuff, the three things that you've written down, and actually tell those people, because we don't do it enough to other people, and tell them in those specific words that it does help, and it fulfills you. And your mental wealth, part of the pay it forward philosophy is you don't do it, you kind of do it for yourself, but you're doing it for them, because you're actually saying, I value you and I trust you and I need you around for this thing. And you know, kind of in that old sappy way, is you complete me in this process of whatever we're doing. But we don't tell each other enough, and we don't have those open conversations. And it's much easier to have open conversations with constructive feedback, constructive criticism, or negativity, once they know that you're valued in all this other spot, but you've messed up on this, or you didn't do this right, or the client's upset because of this. I love you over here, and we can deal with this other thing out here because it's just a thing, right? So your task for today, or for this week, between now and next week, is to, for those of us that went too CV-ish, to actually take those things that you wrote down about somebody else
and apply it to your CV bullet points and how you would want somebody to explain it. And Phil said it best. And the one thing that we sell the most of is safety or security. Somebody's trusting you with their videos, their supply chain, their communication, their video games, their progress in coaching, whatever it is. They're entrusting you to give them something safety. They're paying for safety. They're paying for security. And the more security that you can give them that a project's delivered on time, to the best of its ability, to represent them to the wholeheartedness, to make their supply chain easier or make that happen, make their coaching sessions better, their video game says what it needs to, you're selling security, and people will pay so much money for that. So you're going to get on two planes. One looks all rickety and it's got goats coming out of it, and the other one is safe and all the holes painted up, and you've got that one. Don't get on his. So you're getting on Phil's plane, or you're getting on another plane. So you're walking out there. Which one will you pay more money to get on? Both might get there, but which one are you going to pay more money to get on? The one that's safer and feels safer and more secure. So you need to sell security and safety in your relationships, whether it's your personal relationships, your business relationships with your co-members, your co-workers, your other people on projects, and your clients. The more that you can sell, whatever that level of safety is, you don't want Ryanair to be delivering your Tesla car, so don't pretend like you can be safety for everybody. So be safety in your own space. And the more you can sell that, and the more people believe in that because of your 30 years of knowledge, or because of your wizardry, or because of your experience in self-taught gaming or videos or whatever it is, that will all come out. But it will all come out through all the rest of the stories. But the beginning is, I sell safety in this, or I sell security in this because I've done it forever, and you're going to get this. And people will pay more for that. And then you use your testimonials, and you use, CMA video doing a testimonial video for you, or whatever else it is that brings it through and says somebody else then saying you did this for them, builds that trust even further. So that's what it's all about. So break down a little bit of the Britishness, use the stuff that you said about somebody else, apply it back to yourself and how you would tell your story. And you'll have more success this week because you'll believe in yourself, because you're telling a good story and you don't feel like you're selling all the time. Cool. So be smart. So my question and my request from you is for Jay, Phil, Sarah, and Adam. Would you please give Georgia 5 minutes this week and just give a little bit of feedback? She's got 4 questions she's going to send across to you. She's going to do a 5-minute interview of you because she just wants to, from that trust point, we want to make sure we're doing the right things. So it'll be 4 questions, just that you'll be kind of, what did you get out of this? What were you expecting when you started? And then the 5th question is, what would you change? So Georgia will put that on there. So what would you change? Maybe timings, maybe less people, maybe more people, whatever it is, because we're just trying to make this better and more, effective for everybody involved.
Nice one.
Yeah,
cool.
Perfect.
So
Great, thanks.
Georgia will get that across to you. But so your thing, 3 people, tell them that you love them, tell them why you love them, and then apply that back to yourself before next Monday. Next Monday, we're going to be talking about objectives. So I'm going to give you a little secret ahead of time, is you're making a secret handshake. So start thinking about it, your secret handshake, and I'm going to want to see it. So I'm giving you your homework, creative homework ahead of time, is you're making a secret handshake for your cool team that you're developing here. And that should be, since Adam's a big basketball player, he's got to have one of those. after he dunked, he'd be like, yeah, chest bump and all sorts of stuff. So you might have to act it out, but we'll see. Cool. Have a great week.
I'll make some space and I'll move furniture aside.
That's right. It's interpretive dance starring Phil's handshake. Cool. Okay. Have a great week, guys. Thank you so much.
You too.
Thanks,
Ta-ra.
Bob.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.